Should you choose joining a virtual assistant agency or should you prefer going solo? Now, here's my take. Do not bash me in the comment section. Hi, my name is Rajiv Doreswamy, and I'm the host of the Digital Nomad Diary Show. And in this episode, we're going to talk about either VA or going solo. So now, if you want to know the answer, it really, really depends on the context. So if you are a person who is starting out in freelancing and you do not know where to go, you want to do SMM, which is social media management, marketing, or SEO, or all these other stuff. Of course, those other spaces are so competitive. The only option that you can lean back towards is probably a virtual assistant. So what first of all, what does a virtual assistant do? Virtual assistant is a person that assists a business either via a entrepreneur or via a company where you assist them in either scheduling, setting appointments, making sure that whatever they need, it's basically a assistant that is overseas. So, my thoughts on joining an agency. First of all, for me, yes, I am for it because one is, again, you get to learn the work before the actual work. And what do I mean by that is, see, in an agency, of course, you get to join a community where you get to compete for the attention of a client on a job pool. For me, that was the experience. You join a job pool, and then from the job pool, you get picked for your specific skills at SMM, whatever it is. And then once you get into the interview, you get to practice how to communicate and how to learn how to sell yourself as a VA agency agent to a person who needs a problem. So one thing, of course, I learned from that experience is learning to engage, learning to entertain, and learning to make sure that you also ask these deep questions about a person's company where you can provide the value that you can offer. Of course, the downsides of choosing a VA agency is, of course, money is not within your control. On the opposite side, when if let's say you chose to do a VA solo kind of thing, which of course we will talk about in depth on the next episode. If you choose to go solo, you have control over the billing and invoice, and of course handling the communication between a client. But again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. For an agency, if you are really starting out, you're building your portfolio, or you just want to learn the space, I highly recommend you check out virtual assistant agencies and give it a shot. I mean, because virtual assistants, a very competitive space, and if you learn the skills to develop yourself as a virtual assistant, I believe the more that you develop your skills and develop the work of communicating via the agency, then you'll win. You'll win. And let's say you decide to branch off to other forms, let's say social media management, SEO. I do believe that the skills that you learn from the agency can be recycled and also be developed over time. I hope you found this educational. And on the next episode, we are going to talk about what it feels like to be an independent contractor. Cheers, folks, and I'll see you in the next episode.